So, you're a beginner guitarist aspiring to become the new Van Halen or Randy Rhoads, but you'll have to start somewhere first. Which is where this video comes into play, because in this video I will be showing you and teaching you 3 very simple yet amazing riffs that'll make you sound amazing. Now, I will be using 2 different guitars for this, but you can play them on an acoustic or an electric. It really doesn't matter. So, the first riff that you will be learning today is Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode, and it goes like this. Simple, yet amazing. So, Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. Sounds amazing, but it's easy to play, and this is how you play it. You're going to want to start off having a pick. If you play it like me, you can play it without, but it sounds weird, at least to my ears, and that I'm not used to not playing with pick. And what you want to do is you're going to start off by taking an E minor chord, which is where you have your first finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, and you just go. Got it? Nice. Then what you want to do now is you're going to go E minor, and then you're going to tab. You're going to pick it at the same time. So you're gonna pick / tap the 3rd fret on the low E string, or the low E. So you go, you tap it, you bend it, and you release it. So it sounds okay. And then what you want to do is you want to pick the D string, which you were still holding as the E minor. You're going to be doing that throughout most of this riff, and you're gonna do this again. Okay? So far we've got it. Now, after this, you will be doing you will just be taking a loose E, or a 0 on the E, if you will. Get like this, and you go like this again. Then you go with the E, with the D string, and okay. Now combine those 2, and you have that you play twice, and after that you will be taking your E minor down into being an A major, which is the same thing. You have your 2 fingers, you just move them a fret down each. So it'll be 1st finger on the D and 2nd finger on the G, and now it's just, and then you go, you do the same technique but on the A string instead of the E string. So A major, sorry, A 3rd, you release, and you do this thing, the G. Now you do this again, and then you go, which is something you do by having your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret E string, and you have your 1st finger on the 2nd fret A string. You go bam bam. You move this. You do the same thing, E minor thing, just move it up here. So 1st finger, 2nd fret E string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret A string. So now this sounds like. Got it? Now let's try and combine what we just learned before with this, and it'll sound like this. And after that, you are going to be doing 2 power chords. You're going to be doing these. which you do by having your first finger on the first fret of the A string, and your third finger on the fifth fret of the of the D string, and you go da 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 da. Yeah, and then you move it a half step down, and you got the entire riff. So let's take it from the top together, slow. Ready? Congratulations, you just learned Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. So, two things you will have probably noticed. The guitar is different, and I think I'm wearing another shirt. I'm not sure. I'm recording this a couple of days later. So yeah, I'm using an electric guitar for this, using my Epiphone. I'm using a quite clean sound. That's very loud. Anyways, the riff you're going to be learning now is Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz, and it goes like this. Simple and yet amazing. And now, on to how you play the riff. And it's very simple and amazing. So, what you want to start off with is that you're gonna want to pick the D string, loose, open, twice, like this. Okay? After that, you want to take your first finger, your pointy finger? No. This finger. And you want to pick that second fret of the D string. So it's... And then you take your second finger and you pick the third fret of the D string. So it's... And then, now this is where it gets really good. You want to take your second finger and you want to lower it down to the G string, and you want to go, which is 3, 2, and I add a little vibrato here, which you do by just flicking your wrist like this. So it says, it gives it a nice, more groovy sound, I think. And then you do the same thing but backwards. So now you want to go with the G string open, and you go 3, 2, then you go to the D string, second finger, and you go 3, 0. So that's okay. Let's take it from the top and slow. Again. And that was Feel Good Incorporated by Gorillaz. Now, for the last riff on this list. I'm still using my electric guitar, but I've added a little bit of distortion. Because this is a metal riff. In fact, it's a heavy metal riff. This is Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. And this is what it sounds like. Now, pretty much everyone has heard this riff at some point, and therefore I thought it would be amazing to learn how to play it. And it's quite simple, even though it might look a bit complex with these finger movements. But yeah, let's just get started. You start off by picking the second fret of your low E string twice. Then you do a power chord where you take your third finger on the fourth fret of the A string, and then you do an E again, and then you take your 5th fret of the A string, you do the E again, and then you do the A on the 4th fret again, and the E again. So now you've got, okay? We're gonna take this a bit slower since this is a longer riff. We're gonna take this again, slow. You got it? Nice. And now this next part is my favorite part of the riff. I fucking love it. You take your first finger down to the 2nd fret of the A string, and you go, pick that once, and then you, with your pinky, you go, you pick the 5th fret of the E string, so it's then 4th of the E string, 5th, so, okay, and then you want to pick your 2nd fret of the A string again, and you go 5, 4, 5, 0, so that's okay? Hope you got it. Now let's take everything we've learned so far and mash it all together. Slow. Ready? Simple enough, right? Okay, you want to repeat that again, so it's the next part of the riff is just, or let's take it from the top. So far what you've got is that's as far as you've gotten. Now, as you can see, you repeat what you've just learned 3 times. Three times. And on the 4th time, it changes up a little bit. It gets shorter, and you end it with 2 power chords. One on A, or A minor, an A minor power chord, A power chord, whatever it's called, which is where you have your index finger, that's what it's called, I think. Your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the E string, and your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the A string. You go, and then you move that up 2 frets. Okay, and the last part of it is just what you've already learned. Here you go. Okay, so let's take the riff from the top. You ready? You're doing it slowly, as slow as you can do with this riff. And those were 3 of my favorite riffs. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please slap that like button down below. Write a comment, give me some feedback. Is there something I could do better? Should I explain this whole thing better? I hope you got something out of it. And if you did, consider subscribing, because that's the only way you're going to know when I'm uploading more stuff that cannot be funny, goofy, or just educational, if that's what you'd like to call it. And I'd like you to have a very nice day. See you.